Assalamu alaikum. I'm Hassan Rashid from Forces Academy Kamra, and I'm here to help out people on the topic of military planning, or sometimes called as group planning exercise. That is a very important activity in GTO dimension among indoor tasks. Before we start the activity, I will like to tell you how this activity will be conducted. A layout will be projected to you on the screen in which the GTO will brief you about the challenge or the problem that you need to tackle in a limited period of time. In order to further explain the thing, I have got a very simple level or a very low level military planning for you, in which you have to sort out the challenge that very soon I'm going to assign you. So, gentlemen, as you can see in the layout, I have tried to carve out some important sites in a particular city, and the situation is like this. Okay, we have received an information based on intelligence that there is a probability of a terrorist attack on the mentioned sites in this layout. I would like to name that there is a probability of the terrorist attack on refueling station in the north, airport flyover and refinery in the east, power station, dam, power plant and oil depot. So the duty is being assigned to you, that your role and task in this will be to deploy guards which are available at the National Guard to all these important sites in a limited period of time and in a very specific number. So, what you're going to do in order to execute this activity, I will recommend you that when you start this activity with me, you need to mark your current time. For example, you can mark it as 2100 hours or 9 p.m. So, from that onward, once you have marked your start time, the duty and the task that is assigned to you is that you have to drop guards at the sensitive positions that I have already mentioned before 5 hours of the time that you have written on your paper while you are starting the plan. In simple words, this plan need to be executed in next 5 hours. You can start your mission after 5 minutes once I am done with the briefing. As you can see in the layout, there is a National Guard, and the guards are available here, which you need to be deploying them on all the important sites as mentioned earlier. For the purpose of transportation, you have 2 trucks and a helicopter, which is also available currently at the National Guard. Now let's talk about the capacity. Each truck has a capacity of 20 guards, and a helicopter has a capacity of 6 guards. You can see a network of roads in the area. So when we see the network of roads, we find 3 types of roads. In black are the paved roads, while we have hilly and rough road, and in the north we have a clearly rough road. While we talk about the speeds, speed of the truck is 60 km per hour on the metallic or the paved road, and the speed reduces to half. I'm sure you can calculate that, which comes out to be 30 km per hour on the rough road as well as on the hilly and the rough road. In case of helicopter, the speed of the helicopter is 120 km per hour, but unfortunately, the fuel that is available to you in case of helicopter is only for a total of 250 kilometers. Loading time in case of loading the guards from the National Guard will be included 5 minutes. And on the same lines, unloading time is also 5 minutes. Now let's talk about the number of guards that you need to deploy. As I already mentioned, that the number of the guards will be highly specific. So all the important sites except refueling station and flyover will be guarded by 10 guards. So your role and task is to deploy 10 guards on oil depot, power plant, dam, power station, airport, and refinery. Obviously, you can see I have skipped two important sites, that is refueling station and flyover. But in case of refueling station and flyover, you just need to deploy 6 guards only. As I already mentioned, you will be starting your plan at your current time and try to complete this plan within a period of 5 hours. Why 5 hours? Because the information that we have received from intelligence tells us that there is a probability of terrorist attack after 6 hours from now or the current time. So what you need to do is, in the activity, first you will be given a certain period of time individually to write your plan on a paper. Later on, once you are done with the activity of writing your plan on a paper, then the GTO will divide the whole group into two subgroups. Both the groups will be given another amount of time in order to plan the activity or replan the activity again in a group. Once you are done with that activity, it will be given an opportunity to the whole group. As we have two subgroups, so I'm talking about the first subgroup and the second subgroup. Each subgroup will be given an opportunity to choose a person or a candidate among them who will be presenting the plan in front of the whole group with the voting of your own subgroup. Most important things that I need you to know is whenever we use helicopters or aircrafts in this process, they do not follow the roads. They always go with the displacement, as you must have studied that thing in your FSCs. Displacement is the shortest path. To do apply your common sense in order to mark the shortest distance between two sides. Obviously, National Guard is a source of guards, so there are ample amount of guards, so there is no consideration of securing that site. And one other thing, as you can see a railway track, so currently I'm making this limitation that railway track is not operational in this particular area in this hour. Now, what is most important while you are doing the military planning? Gentlemen, kindly listen to the instructions of the GTO very, very carefully. And it will be completely your responsibility to record all the information given to you during the briefing so that can be later on used by you while you are conducting your plan. Many people ask what is the purpose of this activity. So the purpose of the activity is very simple, but it is a multi-dimensional activity in which we come to know the candidate line of action, how he operate and utilize his resources in a very limited amount of time. Along with that, they also see the level of your confidence while you are taking tough decisions in such critical situation. I hope you will let me know through your comments that were you be able to sort out this activity in 5 hours and were able to secure all the important sites. Please think practical and focus on the plan rather than on your mathematical calculations. So once you let me know in your comments all those candidates who were able to complete this plan, which I have given to you through instructions in 5 hours. If you are able to complete this in 5 hours, it means you have a good skill to plan things. And one more thing, while you are operating in a very practical and real life problems, the thing that you need to remember is always use the concept of parallelism, which means, as I have already mentioned, that you have two trucks and a helicopter, and we are in a state of crisis, then we can use the both helicopter, sorry, we can use the both trucks and a helicopter simultaneously. It will not work in that way. Okay, you are just focusing on the first truck and the second truck is waiting for your response there. Use them simultaneously. Even you can use the helicopter simultaneously along with the trucks. I hope This activity will help you at least to some level understand the problem of military planning that you need to encounter in the future during your ISSB. If you find this activity helpful to you, I hope you will comment and like this video. See you later. Allah Hafiz.